Hi, I'm DG Swank, and I am here to talk about my February pick for my DGS Book Club. And this month it is Secondborn, the first book of the Secondborn series by Amy A. Bartol. So if you guys notice, my first month was a rom-com, The Hating Game. Secondborn is kind of a YA new adults dystopian, a little bit sci-fi. But don't let that scare you because it's really great characters in world building, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit. So, what I'm doing, in case you're new to this, is every month I'm talking about a book that I have read and I've absolutely loved and wanted to share with the world. And so I get a lot of readers asking me for book recommendations, and I figured this is a great way to share books I love and to kind of like prop up the authors that have wrote these books. And a lot of times they don't even know that I'm totally gushing about their books. So it's kind of fun when I contact them and ask them to send me 2 signed books, because I'm doing featuring them in the book club, and I want to give away 2 of their books. So any case, last month with The Hating Game, I gave away 2 prizes, one on my Facebook page and one on my Instagram account. On each packet of things that I gave away was equal to about $250. Like I gave away a $125 gift card to ModCloth and $85 to Erin Condren, because all of those things had parts in the book. And so if you read the book, then you would understand the things that I picked. So when I started reading Secondborn again, because I read it again to like refresh myself and to help come up with ideas for my giveaway, it was a little harder because it's not set in a contemporary time. It's not, and I said it was dystopian. That's not true. It's like it's like a fantasy, and I'm probably totally butchering this, and Amy is going to absolutely kill me because she's gonna be like, "You did what?" You're like, "Yeah." So anyway, it's set in like it's like a fantasy. It's set in another time, and there are like countries that are called fates, and each one is super specified and highly specialized for whatever they're good at. So there's the fate of stars, which is really great at technology. Roselle, which is the main character, is from the fate of swords. They're the ones who provide the armies and, you know, in the army and any kind of trained people to fight. And then there are multiple other fates, like the fate of stone, or the kind of the worker bees of that are like shipped to all the different places to do the menial tasks. So the whole premise of Secondborn is that the firstborn people are who rule society. They're in charge. They're the ones with great power, and then second-born children are either kept until they turn 18, and then they become properties, pretty much properties of the state, to do whatever the state decides what they want to do with them. Or a lot of times families, especially if they're poor, will give them up at a younger age to go learn their trade, like apprentice. So Roselle is the second-born, and her mother is the head of swords and the sword fate, and so her older brother is in line to take her mother's place when it's time to replace her. And Roselle has been trained under the watchful eyes of the whole country as she's learned to prepare to go into the army. So she has a mentor who has worked with her since she was a very small child. She's learned to fight. She's done videos. Like, everybody knows who Roselle is. So when Roselle turns 18, which is where this book starts, the whole world is watching her transition from her life in the palace to becoming just a regular soldier in their army. So I love this book because, first of all, Amy has amazing world building in the books that she does. I've read 2 of her series, and both of them, the world building is just astounding, just amazing. But on top of that are great characters that you become very attached to. And then the real kicker is Amy can write. Now, this girl, when I read her books, I am jealous to the max of her abilities to write. And I have actually saved a couple of passages in the prologue, so I'm not spoiling anything. So you can see what I'm talking about. And the thing is sometimes I'll read a book that someone's wrote and it's beautifully written, but it's like there's no plot to it. Amy's got the whole package. Like, she's got the plot, she's got the world building, she's got amazing characters, and her words are just beautiful. So, okay, so I'm a real biggie on first lines of books that hook you. And so the first line of Secondborn is, "It's agony and relief to watch my life end." That is just so amazing. And like, if you don't know the premise of the story, you've quickly learned that she's leaving one life and going to the next. But it's just so, like, that's a grabber now. That reaches out and grabs you. Okay, so to give you an example of the way Amy can take words and paint a picture in your head with them. "Citizens of swords and all of the fates," she begins. Her melodic voice amplifies over the grounds of her estate, the sound of it falling from the balcony like a stone, crushing the crowd below into silence. Man, to my readers out there, I'm so sorry. I do not write like that. Maybe I could have Amy give me a master class into writing. Okay, and one more before I stop talking and gushing about Amy's writing. "I'm tiny next to Dune, though that's not at all how I see myself. A vast world exists inside of me. I have a hard time comprehending how it all fits." And when I read that line, it is highlighted in the book, but when I read that line, I literally had to stop and just like awe over it. That is just, yeah, such a great line. So anyway, Secondborn is the first book of the Secondborn trilogy. The second book, Traitorborn, is out, and then Rebelborn releases in June. So it is also available for pre-order. But Secondborn, I start with this book, and you will not regret it, I promise. So, to talk about what's going on the rest of the month. So last month I did a giveaway, and like I said, it was hard to come up with ideas for a giveaway, and I even had my daughter Julia read it to like help me think of things because, you know, I wanted it to be really awesome. So we ended up deciding that a Pandora bracelet would be like really awesome. So I'm gonna see if I can get this close enough. So, sorry, I'm like backwards here. Okay, so in the center is a rose because that stands for Roselle, and a rose like has a significant role. It's very symbolic in the book. So in this right here, oh, wrong one. This one right here is a tree, and there are lots of references to trees in the book, and they're not actually real trees, but once you read the book, you'll get it. And then this one I thought was like super ironic because this little charm that goes with the tree says family. And family has a big play in the book with poor Roselle. Okay, and then this one is a moon and some stars. I thought that just fits. And then these are just kind of some spacers. And then these little spacers on the end, and you really can't see them. And I'm going to have a picture that shows them better, have crowns. Because Roselle has a birthmark on her hand that is a crown and is kind of played a part in her mother's distrust of her. And so, yeah, this is all Pandora except for the center charm. I got it off of Etsy because Pandora currently doesn't have any rose charms except for Beauty and the Beast, and it did not fit this theme at all. So this bracelet is probably worth about, I need to add it all up, but it's probably worth about $350, and I'm going to give away 2 of them. One on my Facebook page, not my Denise Grover Swank Facebook page, but my DG Swank Facebook page, and I will link to that in all the appropriate places. And then also on Instagram. So the Instagram giveaway is going to be next week from February 12th to the 14th. and it'll be on my Denise Grover Swank Instagram account. And again, I will link that. And if you're afraid you're going to miss any dates, you can join my DGS Book Club mailing list, and I will be sending that out on the days of when anything starts, and that mailing list will only be for the book club. I won't put anything about my books or anybody else's books. That's only for the book club, so you know what's going on. So the Instagram giveaway is February 12th to 14th. My Facebook page giveaway is going to be the 19th through the 21st. And then on February 26th, Amy has been gracious enough to agree to talk to us about the book, and I'm going to ask her questions, and I'm going to let you guys ask questions, and we're going to chat for about an hour in my Denise Grover Swank readers community, and we have an event hosted then, and I believe the time is 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, and I will post all of that too. So I hope you guys give Secondborn a try, and then be sure to enter to win the Pandora bracelets. I have 2 of them. There's another one right here. And then I hope you join us to chat with Amy about Secondborn. I have got some questions of my own. I'm dying to ask her, like, how she came up with the idea and how she researched, and then different things about the book. So when you come to the chat with Amy, you're going to want to have read the book so that you know what's going on and there's no spoilers. So I hope you guys are enjoying the book club so far, and if you are new to this, welcome. Next month I have I have things planned for the rest of the year, so I hope you guys stick around for each one of them and check them out. Have a great day.